Hello again, Beach Bum here. So my last video was on water, so I figured I'd show you the electric in case you're curious. Like everywhere, the Philippines, in the Philippines, the electricity is sporadic and it's not done very well. Just wires everywhere. When we first moved here, we had a really old breaker box, but I upgraded everything. I have a breaker box here, 20 amps, one's for the plugs, one's for the sockets, the light bulbs. 40 is for the water pump, and 60 is the main for everything. Because there's also a breaker box in this main house. I'll show you in a second. And all these orange is all brand new. I had an electrician come and rewire everything, because the wiring when we moved here was really bad. So anything with orange you see is new. And then when we built the garage, we had new. And we built the outdoor area here, bathrooms, kitchen. That's all new. Everything's running underground. Everything's run underground. The other breaker box for this house is right here in this cabinet. There's a couple empty spots there too, in case like you ever want to put in air conditioning or anything. And also when we first moved here, the wiring was terrible. When I had an electrician come and rewire it, he said, really, you guys need to put in your own line, because there was 20 houses, 20 on the same line as us. Look at these wires. These are all from other houses. Can you see? They just tie them to trees. Not the barbed wire. Don't look at the barbed wire. Look at the wires here. Let me see if I can zoom in. See? Everything's just tied to trees. It runs everywhere. Sorry for the shakiness. So we did get an electrician, and we bought new wire. You have to do it yourself. You don't have somebody that comes and does it. They have a barangay electrician that you can call. Well, that's the main wire that goes in our house. But we found a different one. So our wire is all brand new. And it goes along here. And it goes all the way out to the street. I'll walk out there. I'll try to show you. That's our wire. But then you see this. That's everybody else's wires. Not everybody's. It's a mess. Just tied to trees. So if the trees ever blow down, they're in trouble. But not us, because we're tied to the wall. See? That's our line. The silver on top of the black. That's the It's called the line wire. We had to buy a lot, a whole big roll. Cost me like $100, 5,000 pesos. But I still have extra that one of the neighbors said they were interested in buying it, but they never did. So I'll show you as best I can. We put up our own posts. And since we ran our own wire and I've been on the other 20 houses or 19 houses, I haven't had any trouble. No power surges. Oh, gotta get out of the way. Motorcycle coming. Everybody uses this little road here. So like I was saying, I haven't had any power surges, any drains, very few brownouts, very few problems since we put our own line in. I'll zoom again so you can see how these lines are just tied to the trees. So our line is all brand new. We're gonna have to move it eventually because they said a road's coming through here. But I think that's way, way down the road. Or a long time away, I should say. But if you see that far one tied to the bamboo, real high up, that's my line. There's 3 bamboo posts. See, that's somebody else's. They just tied it to like a branch. And all these other ones you see, tied to trees, just hanging low. Mine's there, high. There's another of mine on the bamboo, not on the branch. The bamboo in the far. And then there's one more. One more bamboo. You'll see it. See the bamboo? And then it goes all the way there to that pole. That's where the meters are. There's a main pole. There's the main wires coming from somewhere. So where does all the power come from? I don't know. I don't know where the plant is. It's called Aurora Electric. We've had lines go down before during storms and stuff. Trees blow into them, they get knocked down. Whoever it is comes out fairly quickly. I think the longest we were out of power here, the longest was, I don't know, maybe 6 hours, which isn't too bad. The trucks come here pretty quick and they fix it. But like I said, the best thing I ever did was put in our own line. So if I was still on the 20 people's house thing, I probably wouldn't even be able to have that freezer running, especially without a transformer surge protector built in. I still have it plugged in, the old refrigerator, but only because it's here, so I might as well use it. That's it. As far as cost, I don't really know the breakdown. It's not bad. Our bill's not even 3,000 pesos a month. It's usually around 2,500, which is $50. And that's not bad considering, we got 5-6 people living here. We cook all the time, but cooking is gas, propane. A lot of lights burning. We have spotlights burning all night because it's dark and we need it for security. Spotlight here, spotlight out there. TV's always running, especially at night. Jimmy watches it, falls asleep and I yell at him, turn it off. Water pump is always on and off. Freezer's on now, so I'll be curious to get the next bill to see if the freezer made a difference. I'm sure once we plug in the beverage cooler too, the other refrigerator, it's going to be even more. It's not plugged in yet. And once the resort's open and people are using it, it's going to be even more. Wow, you got some honey? Good. She loves honey now. She discovered honeybee honey. It's pure. And she eats it just in spoonfuls. Better than candy. Way to go. That's good for you. I'm glad you like it. Honeybee honey. Wow. And she just got her bath, so she's nice and clean. She smells good. Mmm. Kiss. Good job, Captain. I'm recording. And I'm cooking my lunch, my chicken in this little cooker I brought from the US. It's plugged into voltage regulator. That's the one the refrigerator is plugged into too. This is my 110. Anything that's 110 I have to plug in here. Refrigerator is plugged in the back. It's 220. This oven is from the US. 110. Anytime I use this oven, it's got to be plugged in here. But this is good because it's a voltage regulator with servo motor. And when we had bad electric here, it was going crazy all the time because of all the power surges and problems with the line. Now, no problems. There's our satellite dish. It's okay. Everybody here has satellite dishes. There's no such thing as cable. But the channels are limited. And our TV is not good. Small, 32-inch. Most of the channels are Tagalog or old American stuff. Like, I don't know, Knight Rider and Baywatch and, I don't know, old stuff, Friends, all kinds of stuff I've seen a million times. MASH, you name it. So, hope that answers your electrical questions. I just can tell you it's a lot better since I've been here and fixed everything than it was. So, I'm going to eat my lunch. Catherine's going to take a nap. Then we'll see what happens after that. Thanks again for watching. If you have any more questions, let me know. I'll try to do a video on it. Really got nothing better to do. I'm quarantined here. Americano must stay home. People afraid of foreigners here. Don't go out. Yes, sir. Listen to what they tell you. Keep watching. Beach Bum out.